gone on before us, specifically the military, people that have served our country. But today, I am honoring my grandparents and then a couple of other people a little bit later on in the video. But right now we brought some flowers from the yard, and we are going to prepare a couple of bouquets for my grandma and grandpa Moyer and my grandma and grandpa Hansen. So I'll share a few memories of them. Both of them liked, both sets of grandparents really loved flowers. They thought they were the coolest things. In fact, I remember helping my grandpa Moyer do gardening out in his yard, along with Grandma Moyer did flowers on her deck, and then of course with Grandma and Grandpa Hansen, they had a beautiful yard, always kept it tended nice and had lots of flowers. So I thought it would be honoring them today to bring some flowers up to their grave and remember them. Thanks. We'll be back in a second. To the girls here, say hi to Sierra.
Hi.
And then say hi to Katherine. Okay, thanks to the girls, we made up some nice little bouquets from our yard. This one is for Grandpa Moyer.
Cool.
And Grandpa Moyer was hilarious. Let me get that hair off the lens here. And this one is for Grandma Moyer. So it's got the bud there of the Joseph Coat Rose and some yellow and some pretty ones. She liked rhododendrons as well. But anyway, here, let's go up to the thing because it's over here. But I'll just tell you a little bit about Grandpa. Grandpa was he was a lot of fun because he spoiled me. See, I would go over to his house and he would pop popcorn and watch science fiction shows on the TV with me, which was kind of cool. And he also, I went on vacation with Grandma and Grandpa Moyer quite a bit, more than the other kids because I guess I was younger and we had time and everything, but they were really cool grandparents. I got to spend a lot of time with them. Grandpa Moyer taught me how to play pool. That was fun. And spent a lot of time out at their trailer park, so that was a lot of fun. And okay, so let's put Grandpa Moyer's in there. And he's right here. Can you get that, Kat? It's right there. Harold Moyer, can you zoom in on that a little? Okay, let's put that there. Very good. Okay, let's turn it just a little bit so we can see the rows. Other way, other way. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then Grandma Moyer. Grandma was hilarious. She was always trying to clean up and make sure that we didn't make a mess. Okay, now if you turn it for the rows to, well, no, keep turning it back that way, that way, that way. There we go, perfect. Okay. Grandma Moyer, anyway, she was kind of uptight a lot, but she was funny. And towards the end of her life, we would go on visit, and she'd really appreciate that. She was a pretty cool lady, and hopefully she's resting in peace and things are good now. So there they are, Grandma and Grandpa Moyer's memorial thing. Now we are going to head over to just right around the corner of here. If you look around the cemetery, don't go too fast. Right around the corner here is Grandma and Grandpa Moyer, or Grandma and Grandpa Hansen's gravesite as well. So we'll go make flowers for them, and I'll be back in a moment to share a few memories.
So
this is a beautiful spot up here. We're in Hoquiam, the Sunset Memorial Park. And this is where both my grandparents are laid to rest. And you can hear the mill in the background. Still the same place, Grace Harbor. Anyway, we made up these two bouquets for Grandma and Grandpa Hansen. Now, Grandpa Hansen gets the smaller of the two, even though, you gotta look at them, aren't they pretty? Even though he was really a flower fanatic, and he was gruff and everything, and he was kind of grumpy most of the time, but he really loved gardening and flowers and stuff, and his yard was beautiful. For years he had a beautiful yard. Of course, he ran a restaurant here in town, or actually in Aberdeen, called Hansen's Cafe, home of the Swedish pancake. And they were rather successful. He retired, of course, many, many years ago, and did a lot of gardening and stuff, but his health deteriorated, so he couldn't do a whole lot. Grandma Hansen was probably one of the nicest ladies you'd ever want to meet. Her name was Betty, and she was just a wonderful lady, and we really enjoyed getting to know her and having a lot of time with her. She was a great grandma to my kids. They called her Candy Grandma, which was kind of fun. But we wanted to put these on their grave today, and so we come over here. We got here's Grandpa's right here. Hi guys. And here's Grandma's right here. And they're very, very missed, but wonderful people. And Grandpa served in the military as well. He was a cook on an aircraft carrier, I think. And anyway, he served his country as well. So very, very cool people. We miss them quite a bit. And hope you have a great Memorial Day. We're gonna the next time we are going to be up at the Aberdeen Cemetery, where a couple is buried that very special to me, and I'll share a little bit about them. But very kind people, and glad I got to know them when they were here. Thanks. Okay, here we are at the other cemetery in town, and right here you'll notice my daughter's name, Katherine, because she is named after Katherine Whitlock. You were named after her. A nice Irish Catholic lady.
Yeah.
Name, yeah. Hi, how's it going?
Good.
This is Sierra. This is Katherine. Yep, and this is Mr. and Mrs. Whitlock. They were like my second parents. Here on this side is a memorial to Dick Whitlock, or Richard. And he died about 8 years ago now. It doesn't seem that long ago, but it was. And of course, Katherine died back the year that we got married. No, not you. Mrs. Whitlock did. But here's her. There's both of their memorials here, and then this is the bouquet that we made them. Mrs. Whitlock loved to get flowers, and I would take her roses. She really enjoyed that. And there's some rhododendron and everything there. And oh, I probably did it wrong here. I'll let you do this. Make sure you put your hand through there. Okay, you can look over here. Some of my most fond memories of the Whitlocks are they're responsible for corrupting me. And you say, what? Actually, Dick Whitlock got me into music big time. In fact, I became a DJ and a musician as a result of his influence in my life. Now, my family, my mom and dad were the most influential in my life. My grandma and grandpas, of course, were influential, but Mr. Whitlock was an avid music lover, and he had lots and lots of albums, and he had a stereo equipment and stuff, and he showed me all about it, and I fell in love with it. He would take me down to Payless. House of Values is what it was called, and we would get 45s. You don't even know what those are, do you? You're too young. But we would get 45s of the latest singles, and we put it on the record player and listened to it, and it was just so awesome. He had recording equipment, so I became a DJ at his house. Now, Mrs. Whitlock, on the other hand, was the very first person to introduce me to Sesame Street. In fact, I remember that's my very first memory, is seeing Sesame Street on TV, the very first episode. That's how old I am. And we watched Kermit the Frog sing with the stars behind him. I remember sitting on her lap watching that. So basically, Mrs. Whitlock was my babysitter when I was a kid. My mom went back to work, and then when I get home from school, even before I went to school, I would go over and I'd spend the day with Mrs. Whitlock, and she would take care of me. So very, very special people. Love them very much, and I miss them very much. Very influential in my life. So we'll put these up here. And then I think that's pretty. You think that's pretty? Oh, sorry.
I do.
That is pretty.
Very pretty.
And anyway, miss them a lot. They're very, very special people. And I think all of the people today that we talked about, my grandparents and Mr. and Mrs. Whitlock, they help you become the person that you are. You know, you have a little bit of them inside of you. The things that you really like about them, you kind of take on. And so they're really never, ever gone completely from our lives if we remember them and we honor them. So let's take a look at this beautiful out here. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at it. I don't know if you can zoom back and show all the huge scenery here, but it's beautiful. Got the flags and everything out today for Memorial Day, and it's up here on the hill, but gorgeous stuff. So anyway, I hope you take the time today to remember the people that have gone on, and especially those that have served our country, but in particular, those people that meant so much to us. Help them live on by honoring them. So bless you and have a great Memorial Day. I'm Rick Moyer. I'll see you on my video blog tomorrow. Probably be a little more fun, not as somber, but you get the picture. Bless you and have a great day.